Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Alright, let's kick this off with a little confession. I've been feeling like the ultimate party pooper lately. My last couple of videos, I'll drop a link to the warning video in the comments and at the end of this video about, hey, everyone, be careful out there. The market's on shaky ground. Build that emergency fund. Don't forget your exit strategy. I mean, come on, who invited Negative Nancy to the bull party? I even tried dropping some ancient wisdom on you from the richest man in Babylon. You know, the laws of gold, timeless advice from the OG wealth builders. And what happened? Crickets, tumbleweeds. No one tuned in. Ouch. But hey, I get it. I know what you really want. You don't come here for the doom and gloom. You want the hopium. You want to hear that we're blasting off to the moon, drunk on euphoria, and the party is just getting started. Well, buckle up, because today I'm flipping the script. Let me tell you why I'm so bullish on silver right now. First off, let's dive into the big news that got me pumped. JP Morgan, yeah, the banking giant itself, according to recent Economic Times article, they're going long on silver in a massive way. We're not talking pocket change here. These guys are stockpiling physical silver like the SHTF is about to hit the fan. Reports show they've amassed over 750 million ounces, controlling a huge chunk of the COMEX futures market. Why? Because they see the writing on the wall. Industrial demand for silver is exploding. Think solar panels, EVs, electronics. And with global supply chains tightening, prices are primed to surge. If the biggest players on Wall Street are betting big, you know something's up. Oh, and speaking of JP Morgan flipping the script, let's talk about their fearless leader, Jamie Dimon, or as I like to call him, the king of the banksters. This guy first popped up on my radar back in 2017 when he went on a rant saying he'd fire anyone at JP Morgan on the spot if they were caught trading Bitcoin, called it a fraud and everything. Fast forward to now, and surprise, surprise, after quietly accumulating Bitcoin exposure on the cheap through massive holdings in ETFs like BlackRock's IBIT, we're talking over 5 million shares worth hundreds of millions. These banksters are all set up to peddle Bitcoin products and services to the public. They're even letting clients use Bitcoin as loan collateral and issuing blockchain-based debt. The shining example of hypocrisy. This is exactly why I stick to reading real reports instead of tuning in to MSNBC for my financial news. They'd probably spin this as visionary leadership. But wait, there's more. It gets better with silver. These same folks at JP Morgan were notorious for holding a massive short position on silver for years, betting against it like it was going out of style. History shows they dominated the market, controlling huge chunks of COMEX futures while prices stayed suppressed. Now, they've done a complete 180. Reports confirm they've dumped their entire 200 million ounce paper short between June and October. Flipped to the long side and stockpiled a whopping 750 million ounces of physical silver, the biggest hoard in history. If the very banksters who were shorting silver into the ground are now ready to pump it sky high, that's your green light, folks. This is why I'm so bullish. When the manipulators switch teams, you know the moonshot is coming. The party is just getting started. All right, before we dive deeper, let's get one thing straight. This is not financial advice. If you're tuning into my channel thinking I'm your ticket to easy riches, well, I've got a bridge in Brooklyn for sale. Hit me up afterwards. We'll talk terms. My magic 8 ball says future unknown. And remember, do your own research, folks. I'm just here sharing what excites me about silver. Now let's talk industrial demand, because this is where silver really shines, literally and figuratively. To keep it snappy, I'll zero in on one killer example: the new solid state EV battery from Samsung. These aren't your run of the mill lithium ion packs. They're a game changer, incorporating a silver carbon composite layer in the anode to tackle some of the biggest headaches in battery tech. Sure, most silver stackers geek out over the quantity of silver, and yeah, reports peg it about 5 grams of silver per battery cell, which could add up to a full kilogram per vehicle in a typical 100 kilowatt EV pack. That's no small potatoes if EVs go mainstream, but let's appreciate how unique silver is here. It's not just filler, it's solving real problems that no other material handles quite as well. First up, safety. Traditional batteries use liquid electrolytes that can leak, overheat, or catch fire if damaged. Silver in that composite anode prevents dendrite formation, those nasty metal spikes that cause short circuits and explosions, while boosting overall stability. The result? A battery with a flash point over 500 degrees Celsius. Way safer for your ride. Second, more miles and lightning fast charging. Silver's insane electrical conductivity allows for rapid ion transfer, meaning you can juice up to a full charge in just 9 minutes. Plus, its mechanical strength lets them pack in higher energy density, around 500 watt-hour kilograms, nearly double today's standards, giving you up to 600 miles on a single charge without the weight dragging you down. It even buffers against volume expansion during cycles, keeping things efficient for a 20-year lifespan. Bottom line, we can't build the world of tomorrow without silver. EVs, renewables, tech, it's the unsung hero making it all possible. If demand keeps surging like this, silver's price is going to feel that pull. Speaking of building the world of tomorrow, this whole silver thing reminds me of how I first got hooked on precious metals as an investment. It all ties back to one of my favorite books, The Richest Man in Babylon. You know, that ancient wisdom I tried to share last time and got zero love for it. Well, let me tease you with one killer story from it that flipped my perspective. Picture this. There's this guy, Nomasir, the son of the richest man in Babylon, Arcad. He's basically the prodigal son archetype. His dad gives him a bag of gold and some clay tablets etched with the 5 laws of gold, then sends him off to Nineveh to prove he can handle wealth. At first, Nomasir blows it all on bad bets, shady partnerships, and living large. He's broke, humbled, and starts from scratch, scrapping together savings by following those laws. Then comes the turnaround. Nomasir meets up with some wise merchants, experienced guys who know the game. They pull their gold to invest in a big opportunity. The king of Nineveh is building massive new outer walls for the city, and he needs bronze for the huge gates to make them impregnable. So these wise men buy up copper and tin from distant mines, turn it into bronze, and supply it to the project. Boom, their investment explodes, multiplying their gold many times over because they put it to work in something essential, under smart guidance. That story hit me hard. It's not just about stacking metal. It's about owning the stuff that builds empires and secures the future. Back then it was bronze for city gates. Today it's silver powering EV batteries, solar tech, and all the innovations we talked about. We can't fortify our modern world without it, just like Nineveh couldn't without the bronze. That's why I dove into silver investing. I wanted in on the metal that's literally forging tomorrow's infrastructure. If that piques your interest, and it should, grab a copy of The Richest Man in Babylon. It's packed with timeless parables like this that teach you how to build real wealth without the hype. Trust me, it'll change how you think about money, investing, and yeah, even silver. All right, wrapping this up, folks. I'm super bullish on silver long term. The fundamentals are rock solid. Exploding industrial demand, supply crunches, and now even the big banksters flipping to the long side. Short term, yeah, not sure. Markets can be volatile with macro factors like interest rates or economic hiccups throwing curveballs. This high price of silver is hitting us all right in the wallet, isn't it? Whether you're stacking physical bars, coins, or just eyeing those premiums, it's not cheap anymore. How's it changing your stacking? Or do you have a price prediction? Drop it in the comments. Are you still buying dips or holding? Maybe trading some silver for gold to hedge? I'm curious. Leave a comment down there. If you're digging this hopium and want more, smash that like button and subscribe. Support a fellow stacker with just the click of the mouse and help me appease the algorithm gods. With silver at all-time high, I'm going to need to get this channel monetized pronto to keep stacking myself. In the end, I can totally see silver hitting 100 an ounce in the future. Stay stacking, stay learning, you degenerates you.